Hello everyone and welcome back to grammar class. In today's video, we're going to talk about punctuation, chapter 20. Alright, let's get started. Punctuation marks are symbols that are used in sentences and phrases to make the meaning clearer. So the most common punctuation marks in English are capital letters and full stops, question marks, commas, colons and semicolons, exclamation marks and inverted commas. Inverted commas are also known as quotation marks, speech marks or quotes. In British English, quotation marks are called inverted commas. So we'll start with capital letters. We use capital letters to mark the beginning of a sentence. We also use capital letters at the beginning of proper nouns. Proper nouns include personal names, nationalities and languages, days of the week and months of the year, public holidays as well as geographical places. We use capital letters to begin a sentence. For example, the dog ran after the cat. Another example sentences. The dog is called Snowy. We are meeting Jason on Monday. Uncle Tom took us to Disneyland. The festival of Diwali falls in the month of October this year. Alright, these highlighted letters are all in capital letters. We begin a sentence with capital letters. We begin proper nouns with capital letters as well. I hope you now understand and know where to use capital letters. Alright, let's move on. Full stop. A full stop is a dot used at the end of a sentence or a command to indicate that it is the end. We do not use a full stop after Mr., Mrs. and Doctor or after short forms of countries and television stations such as the UK, the USA, CNN and ESPN. Let's have a look at some examples. I am going to school. There's a full stop at the end. I will meet you between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Mr. Smith lives in the USA. I am watching news on CNN. Dr. Sam is treating his patients with care. Remember, we don't use full stops after Mr., Mrs. and Doctor. Now, question mark. A question mark is used at the end of a question. We use question marks to make clear that what is said is a question. Some example sentences. Do you know her name? Why do you always cry? What is wrong with you? These are questions, so we put question marks at the end of every sentence. Now, exclamation mark. An exclamation mark is used to show excitement or emphasis. It means to show strong feeling. Some example sentences. The house is on fire. What a pretty girl. It is hot. Comma. A comma is used to separate phrases or items in a list. It is also used to mark a slight break between different parts of a sentence. Some example sentences separating items in a list are: number 1. I bought milk, bread, lemon and honey. My best friends are John, Elizabeth, Brittany and Amanda. I visited Agra, Delhi, Mathura and Varanasi during the summer vacation. Examples to set off name of a person spoken to directly. Jason, there's a comma here. Jason, could you close the door? Wait for me, Emma. Now, examples to set off words and phrases such as yes, no, of course, please and well from the rest of the sentence. Yes, we went for a long drive after dinner. Well, I'm not sure if I can wait for you that long. Alright, please note this. A comma stands for a short pause in a sentence. Now the apostrophe. An apostrophe is used as a substitute for a missing letter or letters in a word, as in the contraction. Alright, some examples are here. And these examples are from the textbook, page number 84, exercise C. You may do this in your textbook. Well, as in the contraction, cannot is can't, will not won't, she will she'll, he will he'll, they will they'll, she is she's, he is his, they are their, you are your, we will should not, shouldn't, it is not, it's not, or it isn't. You will, you'll, that is, that's, did not, didn't, are not, aren't. Alright, an apostrophe is also used to show possession. Some example sentences. Nathan's ball. Nathan's ball means a ball belonging to Nathan. Emma's bag. Emma's bag means a bag belonging to Emma. Inverted commas. We use the inverted commas to show the exact words of a speaker. It indicates the beginning and end of direct speech. Direct speech means the exact words used by a speaker or writer. They are also known as quotation marks, speech marks or quotes. Remember this, in British English, quotation marks are called inverted commas. Inverted commas can be single quotes or double quotes. The single ones are used more frequently than the double for direct speech. Now, here are some example sentences again. These examples are from the textbook as well. Page number 17, exercise D. We have to insert inverted commas where required. Wait a minute, said Frank. Mother said, I am tired. I want a brand new toy for my birthday, said Aishwarya. I cannot find my keys, cried Kevin. Ruchi said, this is the best book I have read. Mother said, you have done a great job, Pia. Jamal said, let's go to the beach. I'm hungry, cried Pawan. Alright, now page number 80. Rewrite these sentences after correcting the errors in the use of capital letters and punctuation marks. Number 1. Where is your school? Alright, this is a question, so we have to take away the exclamation mark and put question mark. Where is your school? It's a question, so we have to put a question mark. Number 2. My name is Sally. Remember we have to begin a sentence with capital letter. So M is supposed to be capital. And Sally is name of a person. It's a proper noun, so it should begin with capital S. My name is Sally. Number 3. I live in Delhi near the Red Fort. I is the beginning of a sentence and it should be written in capital letter. And Delhi and Red Fort are proper nouns, so we should use capital letter for D and capital R and capital F. I live in Delhi near the Red Fort. Alright, let's move on to number 4. Sudhir lives in the USA. Sudhir is name of a person. It's a proper noun, so S should be capital. And USA is also a proper noun. It's a name of a country, so it should also be a capital letter in capital letter. Sudhir lives in the USA. Number 5. Who is your best friend? Best and friend are not proper nouns, so we should use small letter for best and for friend. Who is your best friend? It's a question, so we have to put a question mark. Number 6. Mr. Singhal works in my office. It's a statement. We don't need to put an exclamation mark. Instead of the exclamation mark, we have to put a full stop. And for Mr. M should be written in capital letter. And remember, we don't put full stop after Mr. Mr. Singhal works in my office. Number 7. Do you know Ravi Sharma? Ravi Sharma is name of a person. It's a proper noun and it should begin with capital letter. And the R should be capital R. Alright, and D, do you know Ravi Sharma? Do is the beginning of the sentence and D should be written in capital. Alright, number 8. Number 8 and 9, I want you to try this out by yourselves. Alright, you have to do this by yourselves to test your knowledge about punctuations. Alright, that's all for today's lesson, and thank you all for joining me.